Welcome to the Rogers Kakasunguro YouTube channel. The President of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto, is forcing the National Assembly to find means to effect the 1.5 trillion infrastructure fund that William Ruto has been saying they want to raise to help them build roads, dams, and I don't know what. This is a new infrastructure fund that is going to see public servants go deep into their pockets to pay, because this is another tax that is going to be added onto the pay slip. If you're a public servant, get prepared, because William Ruto is on the way coming to your pockets to look for 1.5 trillion. But then, this figure has ignited my inner political anger, which I want us to keenly analyze and see if three things are behind it. Number one, is it true that Kenya has no money? As we speak, ni kweli kwamba Kenya haina pesa, that we must go and force Kenyans to pay taxes so that they can collect 1.5 trillion. Number two, is it true that we can't find 1.5 trillion if we seriously put down austerity measures and follow them strictly? If today we decide that now we are putting austerity measures and we are fighting corruption, are you sure, before we go into people's pockets, before we go to force public servants to pay, are you sure that we cannot find 1.5 trillion if we decide today within 1 month? My third concern is maybe people are looking money to finance their 2027 campaigns. Huh? Are people trying to navigate and hide behind an infrastructure kitty to raise money for their 2027 campaigns? When William Ruto was sworn in 2022, he made a pledge to all Kenyans and said, as a people of the Republic of Kenya, we are living beyond our means. We are living above what we can be able to afford. The statement is on the internet. I don't want to play it here, but you heard it. Akisema, as your new president, we are going to lay down austerity measures, including cutting down the cost of travels by 50%, so that we'll be able to salvage the taxes to fanya maendeleo. Since William Ruto was elected, he's about to finish 3 years fully in office, actually 4. And in these years, one, we have not achieved the austerity measures that he promised, including reducing the number of advisors in his office. 2, including cutting travel costs. Why? As we speak, Ruto is in Qatar. He is a flying president. He can't finish a week without traveling. In all this, still Kenya is struggling. But the question is, where is the money they collect? Where is the money the government collects? Allow me to take you through a brief research I have done. As we speak right now, the executive travel spree, executive inamaanisha William Ruto and the cabinet secretaries and office of the deputy president, au ndio executive, their spending stands at 25.46 billion. Hiyo ni ya safari, yani ile ya kulipa transport, ile ya kulipa fare. The total amount they spend is estimated at 25.46 billion. If William Ruto was serious, as he promised, to cut expenditure costs, to cut travels, both internal and international, we could be saving 25.46 billion. Away from that, there's what we call office of the deputy president furnishings, yani kupaka ofisi rangi, kubadilisha, kuleta furniture. The office was awarded $70,000 for curtains only, yani ile vitambaa ya dirisha, ile vitambaa ya mlango ya dirisha, curtains. The office of the deputy president was given $70,000 furniture, ikapewa $50,000. Yani first furniture is expensive than even the curtains. The presidential residence renovation plan, it was given 1.3 billion. Kuna ile kitu tunaita avoidable legal costs or decreto sums, 882 million Kenyan shillings. Unauthorized cash, that is hospitality pay, ile ni ile which is not audited, ile yani tu ya mmekuja, chukua hii 500 kunywa chai, mmekuja chukua hii enda kula lunch, 6.1 million. Away from that, Ruto wants to raise 1.5 trillion, yet we have already wasted money on stalled projects. Like now, the national government stalled projects have drained the exchequer. I'll give you a few statistics. The crisis of stalled and delayed public projects represents one of the most severe structural flaws in Kenya's PFM system, acting as a massive physical sinkhole. The recent disclosures indicate that Kenya right now faces over 1,000 government stalled projects. I'll give you the estimates. The IMF estimates, a report from IMF estimates that the cost to revive these incomplete projects, ranging from skeletal hospitals to abandoned roadworks, could require an eye-watering of 1 trillion. Hizi ni zile ziko stalled. Now, allow me to give you some statistics here. Yeah? Estimated cost to revive stalled projects is 1 trillion. Total value of stalled county projects, 20 billion. Value of completed but unused county assets, 366 million. Unaccounted donor-funded projects, 2.5 billion. High Grand Falls Dam projects, penalty risk, 337 million. Hey, imagine, there's one thing I want you to remember out of this. Why? Because before this project stalled, some money was pumped into those projects. Ile inaitwa pesa ya kwanza. Yeah? A tender was awarded and a contractor was paid some amount ya kuanza that project. So that money, of the 1,000 projects, that money is lost up to now. And by the way, that is money you cannot even recover, because kuna hii kitu tunaita, let me read for you here. The National Treasury incurred unavoidable expenditure of 882.4 million in respect of part payment of a large decretal sum awarded to a firm by the High Court. And you remember, this payment was a consequence of the government's failure to resolve the dispute. Yani, ile ni fine serikali imepiwa. Serikali imekupatia project, kunatokea shida, the government inakunyang'anya project unconstitutionally or against the law. Unaenda kotini, una file case, unakuwa awarded. So the government spent 882.4 million. Imagine. So hata nisipoendelea, because it's a long research I have done, and maybe once I get time I will like now the crisis is the system management. Mulisikia some money being lost in the e-citizen, the system. Mulisikia some schools, the Minister of Education has paid money to 50,000 ghost students. System management. You had, there are ghost schools within the system. That is, the schools are already receiving capitation, but they do not exist physically, but they're in the system. So I don't think that Kenya, we are lacking 1.5 trillion. I don't think so. If we manage our austerity measures very well, if we decide to fight corruption today, I am sure the Singapore that your president keeps on talking about will be nearer than expected. But because we have looters in government, we have thieves who are governing you, bado 1.5 trillion mtatoa na itakulwa kama njugu karanga. This one will put William Ruto in trouble ahead of 2027. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.